What is going on, good people? So what you are seeing behind me is not thriving ryegrass as I had planned. Y'all know I planted the ryegrass last fall. It looked amazing. It looked amazing through spring, but then I got hit with some disease pressure. Make sure you go check out that other video to understand what's going on with that part. But y'all know it is time for me to go to the dark side. That's right. We're about to bring some iron cutter Bermuda from MVP Genetics to the Elevated Lawnscapes headquarters. You all know that I've always said a lot more here recently that putting the proper grass type in the right climate and in the right places will yield a overall easier maintenance and a more productive lawn that you'll be happy with. So it's time for me to show and tell why I have those beliefs about Bermuda grass in the transition zone, specifically here in Maryland. What we're going to show is that it's going to take less watering, less inputs, less fungicides, more disease resistance, and also more drought tolerant than managing my cool season lawn that I've got all throughout the rest of the lawn. Therefore giving me a overall easier maintenance on this area. Yeah, it's smaller, but that's not the point. The point is the amount of inputs that has to go into it to keep it nice and thriving, and we're still gonna be real mowing. So in this video, I am going to go through the entire renovation process. So it may be one of those longer videos, but you're gonna get all the details, all the information of how I'm gonna do this renovation. So make sure you stick around to the end to get all the information, and check back here on the channel for the updates as we do the grow in. So it's time to go to the dark side and bring some iron cutter Bermuda to the Elevated Lawnscapes headquarters. It's time to get going. It's time to get sweaty. Let's get to it.
All right, so we are at the sprigging process, and this is how we're gonna do it. And again, we are racing the rain right now. I hear the thunder in the background. So here we go. We're just gonna grab our roll of side here. Boom, just that simple. Roll it out. And then once we've got it rolled out, we're gonna grab good old trusty Sun Joe. Man, this thing has paid for itself 100 times over by now with all I've done it. All right, now, this does have the scarifier attachment on there, and we're just gonna chop this up. It's gonna be this easy, like literally this easy. And just like that, we've got sprigs. All we gotta do is get in here. These are perfect. Like this, I don't think they can harvest them any better than this. Like, this is exactly what you need. This is exactly what you need. And then you can just come in, spread these out. Spread them out over your desired area. And we want to be going, I like to go a little heavier, so I'm around no less than 10 bushels per 1,000. But you can go heavier. This one is for sure going to be heavier because my guy Jason looked out for me and gave me a whole lot more, a whole lot more side. I could have probably sodded this whole area just about with as much as I got from him. They had some extras, so he was looking out and wanted to make sure I had enough. And I can say I for sure have enough. And just like that, that's all it is to the process of making your own sprigs from side. People, it doesn't get any easier than that. This is to get this established and make your own sprigs. If you are dealing with a larger area, you can use a wood chipper. That's been a practice that people have done, is using a wood chipper to do it. But for the average homeowner, you're dealing with a little small area, exactly what I'm dealing with here. It does not take a lot of side to do this. And the ground prep is the hardest. Like, the ground prep is literally the hardest part of this. I've been working on ground prep all day, and I'm gonna sprig it in probably a matter of 30 minutes, if that. So we are racing the rain. I hear it coming, thundering off in the background. So we're gonna try and get this cut up, get these sprigs down, and get this done. So enjoy this time lapse, and we're gonna keep going. What's up, buddy? You gonna help Dad spread some sprigs? Yeah? You gonna help Dad spread some sprigs? Yeah? Let's do it. Tell the people, let's do it. Let's do it. There you go. Yeah. Now put it over there. Spread it around. There you go. Good job. You got to do that a whole lot more times.
So I want to answer a couple of questions that I've gotten about why I chose to sprig this area since it was so small and not siding the entire thing. Yes, of course, I could have sided the entire thing, but the reason that I chose sprigs over siding all of it, for one, content. For two, I'm able to actually show you how to take this on a small scale, and you can then apply it to a larger scale, because there is definitely benefit to making your own sprigs from side. You can purchase side cheaper than you can for already harvested sprigs, and you can make those sprigs go a lot further than just siding just one small area or a larger area. So I wanted to make sure that I was providing some interesting and unique and beneficial content, because there are a lot of different methods out here of being able to establish turf grass, and I want to be able to bring as many of those methods to you as I can. So one of the major benefits of making your own sprigs from side is the cost benefit. So let's just say side is 50 cents per square foot, and you've got 200 square feet of side that you've purchased. So you've spent about $100. With that $100 of side, if you sided the entire thing, you would only be able to cover that 200 square foot. So if you actually made your own sprigs from that 200 square foot, you would actually be able to cover an area anywhere from 15 to 2,000 square feet, depending on the sprig rate that you go down with. So that is the major benefit of being able to make your own sprigs from side. You can now scale that to a lot larger areas when you're talking about spending that same $100 and being able to sprig a area that is substantially bigger than just that 200 square foot of side that you purchased. So once again, shout out to my guy Jason over at Collins Wharf. If you are in the DMV area and you're looking for some iron cutter Bermuda, they have amazing quality side over there. Reach out to them and they can make sure that they get you taken care of.
Well, people, that is it. That is it. We are done. Sprigs are down, rolled in. And the last thing that we need to do, there's only one more thing that we need to do. That is turn on the water, which that is gonna be the most important part about this whole process. No different than seeding, water is the most important part to the success of this right here. So next steps are gonna be hit the water, turn the water on, and make sure that we're watering, keeping this area slightly above moist. Is a little different than seed because you actually have a live plant there. So we will be slightly above moist. Some people say you can soak them and get them drenched and all of that. I don't quite believe in that much, but you do want to keep them nice and wet. This is where you can kind of get away with them being wet because we are dealing with a live plant. So I'll go ahead and put a good soak on them right now as we're just getting started with the sprigging, the grow in portion of that. Get those good and soaked, get a good amount of moisture in them. As you can see, the sun is out, the sun is beaming. It's gonna love it. And this is what we need. So heat and sunlight. Sunlight being the biggest one is what's gonna be needed. The shade is creeped in now, so that's gonna be a test for this. It's gonna be a test to see how much shade it can actually tolerate. Once the sun gets a little bit further down, this will go back to being full sun. It's just gotta get past this tree right here, and get past that tree right there, and then it'll go back to getting full sun. So it's gonna be a test for this. It's definitely gonna be a test, and we'll see. So one of the things that I wanted to know, which is why I sided this area here, because it definitely gets the least amount of sunlight. So we're gonna try and just go ahead and get that established. But we still have this area right here that is sprigged because I wanted to keep my edge the same, and I didn't want to increase the height of my edge over here. So took care of that. We'll see if this grows in. Again, this area here is gonna get the most amount of shade. The only way for me to find out how it's gonna perform is, so we call this a test plot. That's why we do these things, and I can bring them to y'all and have the experience of being able to say, yes, this will work, no, this won't work, or this is what you need to go do to make it work, or maybe this will change my recommendations, or maybe it'll get me to say, yep, the recommendations were right. So we're gonna get back in here. We're gonna get in the house, get some water on this, and rehydrate, get cleaned up. Because I don't know how these YouTubers make these videos and they don't even be sweating, they don't even be dirty or nothing like that, because I am filthy, like literally filthy, which is why like I typically put my A-roll on top of the video after the fact, because I'm normally too dirty while I'm out here doing this. But we got it done anyways. I brought y'all the live up front. This is what it is, this is how it's going, and this is the whole process. This is the whole process. So you can definitely do this. It does not take a lot of equipment, especially if you're dealing with a smaller area. This is more than capable of being able to do it. The ground prep is the hardest part. Once you get past the ground prep, you get that taken care of. Putting the sprigs out is nothing. There's nothing to the sprigging side of it. So y'all stick with me, stick around, keep coming back to the channel, see how the updates and stuff are going, because we're on the dark side now. We are on the dark side. All right, y'all, as always, hey, just know we work.